Hi, as discussed in the previous video, the data is prepared using Claude and giving certain prompts to the Claude for generation of data. Here, I have given this prompt to the Claude that I need to prepare a data set. I use required if possible extract data from previous reports and suggest KPIs and dashboards and every other prompt. And I wanted Claude to give me a data set in order to perform analysis. So for this, Claude has initially given me a data set, but the data set given does not contain it has given data it has given a data set to analyze with around 5 to 6 sheets, but all the sheets the parameters are not relevant. Here you can see I've again replied to the prompt with a prompt giving that instead of using limiting only 30 to 35 rows, I want the complete data set of daily basis. So again, the Claude it took the data, it again changed it completely, and it given me a version two, second version. It has given me a second version. So there is a second version, and again the dashboards and then something. And after diving deep into the data, I all data should be relevant because in some sheets the total number of buses were given as 635, and other sheets it is given as 555 or 567. So I have asked it to give a correct data. So after that, the cloud has changed parameters as we can see here. So it has given me some dashboards, some mock-up dashboards to prepare the project. But as you can see, the above abstract is due to the Excel sheet. The number of rows are not correct. The number of routes are changed, and sometimes the routes were around 84, sometimes 112. And also when we take around 3 to 4 sheets in the bus, for every sheet the number of bus count and the number of route count all differs. So I do not want such kind of mismatch in between the sheets because all the sheets should be coherent for a proper data analysis. So I have again given some prompt to the Claude to correct the data, and it is even acknowledged the data. So I have again started building up a new data set. This is the version 3. So the data set it mentioned around the issue, different issues, and it has given me version 3 version of data set. And again, I have asked it to give the correct sources. So the sources have also been given, and what are the sources from which the cloud has collected the data. These are all the sources like API, RTC, RTA, disclosure, live track, GPS from the different portals from which the cloud has collected the data, the financial portal, and also the paper clippings, from which paper clippings, and also from Wikipedia, and from different from Wikipedia sources to how the cloud has collected the data, and also for root purposes the data sources which has collected, and also for geomapping. And again, after giving all the data, the data is again incorrect. Again, it is not correct. So I have again given corrections for the cloud to correct the data set which it has given the third time. So again, the number of buses are mismatching, the number of routes are mismatching, the revenue per bus per day is mismatching, and given in steps around 4 to 5, around 5 to 6 number of steps, that these are all the matters you need to correlate and give the correct data set. So again, it has done some work, and again it has corrected all the parameters which I required, and it has given me. And when I was about, it has given me the fourth version. And again, fourth version, I gave Claude this time the original RTA dataset and wanted the Claude to make corrections as per this RTA. So I given again the required number of parameters and how the standard parameters should be present, like the kilometer per bus per day. It should be the every bus will have a minimum transport of around 350 kilometers, 300 kilometers. Every bus revenue will be nearby around 15 to 18,000 or something. I have given some data to the cloud to give these parameters as fixed, and make the analysis. So again, it has started analysis, but this time from this point of time, the cloud has given up most of the time. the Claude response could not be fully generated, and finally I got one more version of Claude. These are around four versions are over, and five to six version. I'm again looking after it. So the total number of revenue. This is the fifth version, corrected version. And after this, I have done some analysis and I have prepared a dashboard, and I have given Claude to the dashboard to check if there are any corrections in the dashboard I have prepared. So again, I have given the Excel sheet, and again the parameters are not up to the mark. The fifth version is also failed. So at this point of time, when the fifth version failed, the Claude is unable to. I used to give most of the point of time. The Claude was unable to make the Excel sheet for me. So I started a new query from the new thread. Uh, I started doing the analysis with the new thread so that I could get the correct data. So after this, after starting with the new thread, I was able to get this is the new thread, and finally I got a one more data. So finally, what I would say is, although you use Claude, you should this is the version 3. Use Claude, you should check the parameters number of times. This was around five to six, the fifth or sixth time. I got the this was around fifth time or sixth time I got the corrected data of this Excel. So that is why I say whenever we use any AI, the data given by the AI is also not accurate. We should cross check with the our standard parameters in order to in order to start the analysis, because when we simply follow AI data and start analysis, and if you are caught up at the end with the client, again it will be a big headache to the client, because most of the time has been consumed, and we are left with no choice except to lose the project. So this is what I would like to say regarding preparation of data. After preparation of this,